How many of you are young and aspiring to achieve something worthwhile in life? You know what you want to do in life, but are still not clear on the next step to take, which will move you towards your goal. I keep getting so many messages daily from my young friends asking how can they achieve their goals. One of my friends asked me, how can he develop a habit of reading books? Obviously, he seems conscious that by becoming more knowledgeable, he would be able to reach very high in life. Another young friend wants to crack a medical entrance exam. He is a brilliant student and he wants to devote 12 to 14 hours a day to prepare for the entrance exam. But because he gets distracted by WhatsApp and Facebook, he is unable to devote more than 6 to 8 hours daily. He knows his goal. He also knows what is stopping him from achieving his goal. But he finds himself helpless in the face of distractions. I know this is a common issue with majority of people out there. Therefore, this talk is devoted to my friends who know where they want to go, but still find clueless on how to make it happen. And believe me, I am not going to talk about the common stuff that almost every person is preaching on the internet, about writing your goals, about be specific and describe your goals very clearly, or visualize them daily before sleeping at night, or do daily affirmations and overcome your limiting beliefs, or take actions, etc., etc. Well, these all things may have some value, but today I want to reveal to you a process which can never fail you to get you on the track towards your goal. And trust me, when I say that our age-old scriptures have the best answers to all problems of modern life. So whenever required, we should fall back on them for guidance too. We shall go very deep into these principles in this video. So stay on till the end. And if you have not subscribed yet, I suggest you to subscribe to this video and press the bell icon to ensure that you do not miss out on important videos in this series. But before we start, let us pray to Lord Ganpati for all of us. This prayer is for all of us. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. I call upon the lineage of my gurus to bless me. My heartfelt gratitude to my guru for choosing me as a medium to express himself. Om Ram Nityanandaye Namaha. Om Ram Shri Shaligram Sharmaye Namaha. Om Ram Shri Kanayalal Sharmaye Namaha. Om Shri Guruve Namaha. So let's start from the point when you have set a goal for yourself in life. Now it could be as small a goal of developing a habit of reading books daily, or it could be a very big goal of, say, becoming a hugely successful and a rich man in life. So firstly, introspect on the reason why you want to achieve that goal. Is it just because you want to do it because your friend is doing? Or is it because your parents want you to do it, which will make them feel proud of you? Or is it some deep yearning inside of you which is pushing you towards your goal? Try to find the deeper emotional connect you have with that goal. Trust me, if you do not have any deeper connection, any deep emotional level connect with that goal, you will not be able to pursue it persistently for long. The second part is to establish the process you want to adopt to reach up to that goal. Now, this is very, very important because unless the process is aligned with your emotional blueprint, you will not be able to put in your best efforts on a sustained basis. You must also enjoy the process. You should feel excited about the process itself. It should create a spark within you, which will eventually lead you to the realization of that goal. And once you commence the journey towards your goal, you have to make sure of only two things. First is that you have enough fuel to drive you through this journey. And secondly, that your car has got enough power to overcome the big bumps of distractions which will come en route, and that it has enough power to take you on a steep climb which will come occasionally. So, fuel and power here literally mean the fuel is your deep longing for the goal, and the power is your inner strength as well as qualities to enable you to overcome any challenges that you encounter en route. It's perfectly to have small goals, short-term goals, or medium goals, or long-term goals. So, if your short-term goal is to say, is the habit of reading books, and you just want to overcome your inertia and procrastination, then just establishing an emotional connect with the why of your goal is enough to put you on track towards achieving it. But for a long-term big goal, you need to have a combination of both the things. Firstly, a strong and emotional why. This will provide the fuel for the journey. And secondly, develop inner power and qualities. This will enable you to overcome the bumps of distractions and the steep climb. So, one of the best and most precise guidance for developing your inner qualities for success are given in Sadhana Chatushtaya by Adi Shankaracharya in his book Yogic-CHAKRA-REIKI. So it says, Ado Nitya Nitya Vastu Vivekah Pariganyate Iha Mutra Phal Bhoga Viragas Tadantaram Shamadhi Shatag Sampatti Mumukshvattam Miti Isfutam. So, sadhana chatushtaya are the ways and means of making ourselves fit for the reception of divine grace. These are fourfold discipline of one's own self. So these four practices are known as, first is Vivek, second is Vairagya, third is Shad Sampat, and fourth is Mumukshutva. When we are after something, we must have a clarity of knowing what it is that we are after. So this faculty of inner discrimination is called Viveka. Viveka is the capacity to distinguish between what is essential and what is non-essential. It then gives us a knowledge what is to be rejected and what is to be held on. The process of rejection of what is unnecessary or distractive or what is redundant is called Vairagya. So when we understand the meaninglessness of certain things that we are pursuing, it can help us to abandon them from our daily life. I will give you a practical example of Vivek and Vairagya. This can be for yourself to discriminate how much time is necessary and how much time is unnecessary that you are wasting on your WhatsApp and Facebook. Now, understanding the meaningless of your distractions is Viveka. If you understand that most of the time is meaningless, this is your Viveka. And shutting them out of your life, knowing that they are meaningless, is Vairagya. Once you know that it is meaningless to devote so much time, that is Vairagya. So it's such a simple and practical approach. We all can do it. When you exercise this spirit of control over your own self, you will have control over everything. After Vivek and Vairagya, that is the discrimination and the spirit of renunciation, there is a third thing which is very important, and it is connected with your feelings and emotions. You know, Vivek and Vairagya are more related to intellectual and logical thinking. But there is also a voice of your heart. Your heart also needs to be disciplined in the same way as the intellect has to be disciplined through Vivek and Vairagya. So the third requisite is called Shad Sampat. Shad means 6, Sampat means treasures. So the acquisition of 6 virtues. They are called Sampat because they are actually treasures, very valuable things. So the 6 virtues are Sam, Dam, Uprati, Titiksha, Shraddha and Samadhan. So the first of the 6 virtues is Sama, Sam or Sham. That is the internal inner tranquility of the mind. To be always maintain your calm under any kind of aggressive conditions, that is Sam. Hate does not cease by hate. Hate ceases by love. The next, Sama is the restraint of the internal organ, which is the mind. And Dama is the restraint of your sense organs, the discipline of the organs which are outside. So the internal organ or the psyche is called Antakarna-Chatushtaya, which include Man, Buddhi, Ahankar and Chit. Man or the mind that thinks, the Buddhi or intellect that discriminates and it decides between right and wrong, the Ahankar that identifies everything with itself, and Chit or the storehouse of memory that remembers the past things. So this is Antakarna-Chatushtaya. The second virtue is Dhamma. It is the restraint of the 5 organs, the eyes, the ears and sensations of all the kinds. There are 5 senses of knowledge and 5 organs of action. Just like the eyes have a passion to see certain things, and likewise there is a passion linked with every organ, every sense organ. So a desire that has overcome you and flooded you is called a passion. So Sham and Dam therefore mean internal control of the mind and external restraint of the sense organs. The third virtue, Uprati, means enjoying anything that you do, even if it is a very small thing. It means to have a sense of enthusiasm in whatever you do. When there is a lack of Uprati, you do not like to do anything, there is no interest and no enthusiasm. If you do not have enthusiasm, you cannot create or work towards your goals. Uprati means to do everything wholeheartedly, finding joy and taking total interest in it. And the fourth of 6 virtues is titiksha, means a kind of a forbearance or an endurance or a tolerance that you have to exercise. You know, not everything can take place the way you want it to. Where is it possible to change a thing, you can change. But what you cannot change, it must be endured. If you can change the world, go ahead, change. Who is objecting? Who is stopping you? But if you cannot change it, endure it. Otherwise, you will always be in an emotional turmoil. So the 5th virtue is Shraddha, which is the faith in the unknown. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in your qualities. Faith in the superpower of the universe. Have faith in our scriptures and your guides. And have faith in the Guru. The 6th virtue is Samadhan, which means concentration of mind. Always be attentive on that which you are seeking. Now, this is very, very important. I'll give you an example. People say, I want this thing very badly, but my mind cannot go there. The reason is simple. You do not really want it. If you really want a thing, the mind must go there. And when the mind is not going there, it means you are not really wanting it. So therefore, Sam, Dam, Uprati, Titiksha, Shraddha and Samadhan are the 6 virtues, the 6 treasures that you have to physiologically and emotionally embed in yourself. Through Vivek and Vairagya, you become clear in your understanding, and through the 6 virtues, you become calm in your heart and mind. And then comes the last stroke, mumukshutva, or an intense longing for it. If you want something, it has to come to you. This applies to anything. Even a mountain will move if you want it to. If you have a modicum of faith, the size of a mustard seed, tell the mountain to move and it shall move. This is a passage from the New Testament. If you want something from the bottom of your heart, it shall be given to you. It may be given to you today itself. If your longing is so very intense, it is important that you must know what is that you want. Do not want the wrong things. Remember, we talked initially about the why of your goal. The stronger is your why, the stronger is your emotional connect to the why you want to achieve your goal, the greater is the mumukshutva. So, through Vivek and Vairagya, and by the discipline of Shat Sampat, and with an intense longing, you would reach a state which is very near to Dharma Mega Samadhi, what is described by Maharshi Patanjali in his Yoga Sutras. He says, like the cloud of virtue pouring a rain of nectar through a samadhi called Dharma Mega, God's grace will be showered upon you as a cloudburst in monsoon, pouring from all sides. So, these are the sadhana chatushtaya, Vivek, Vairagya, Shat Sampat and Mumukshutva. These are the ways by which you can make yourself a suitable medium for the floodgates of divine blessings to open upon yourself. And now if you have a temptation to subscribe to this video, just wait. As your well-wisher, I want you to first make a promise to yourself that you shall strive to become a better version of yourself each and every single day of your life starting from today. And now that you have made a promise to yourself, go ahead and click to subscribe and like. You will be really amazed to see the tremendous power of this ritual, because the promises made to self work very, very deep inside us, very deep inside our subconscious to get us what we desire. I am your brother guide to prosperity, and my mission is to help you realize the dreams of your life and help you achieve something worthwhile in life, for which your family, your parents, and your children can be proud of. We'll see you in my next video.